Hello, monsters abound here. Welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2 Mortal Empires, part 35 of my Malekith campaign. And if I've got this right and timed it right, then happy Christmas. If I haven't and I've got it wrong, or you're watching it on a day other than Christmas, then continue about your non-Christmas day in your usual sort of way. If it's not Christmas when it's released, but you're watching it on a Christmas day, either in 2017 or in the future, then happy Christmas. And that goes for any episode that you're watching on Christmas Day. Good, so that worked really well. Good job. Now, I've slightly cheated and taken out the Hell Cannon, or at least wasted its ammunition with Willemsen, although she did take a few shots. A little close call there. Now, the reason I did that, yes, it's cheesy, I know. However, that Hell Cannon, and this is the second time I played this battle, that Hell Cannon managed to take out 3 units before the Chaos Forces even engaged my army the first time I played the battle. Those Chaos Knights getting roasted there. That thing, I don't mean like routed, I mean evaporated. I mean those units were dead. Big piles of Dark Elf corpses, thanks to big flaming explosive fireballs. The Hell Cannon, I think, racked up over 300 kills in about 90 seconds. So I decided, screw that, that wasn't going to happen. So we've wasted its ammo. The War Hydras over here going to deal with these Chaos Knights. And second Chaos Knights managing to break through. They're going to hit the Bleak Swords. They're not doing too badly. Yeah, my infantry seem to be holding, and the crossbows can fire over the heads. Got some Chaos Trolls charging in there, more units charging in with Forsaken. Those Forsaken are going to tear the throat out of these Dread Spears, given half the chance. And Dragon Ogres hitting our flank. Oh my god, that probably wasn't a good idea, was it, artillery? You just evaporated most of our... Oh well. Oh, well, we do have some Dark Riders in the forest over there. They're not going to do anything for the battle, mostly because Dark Riders against Chaos, not so good. War Hydra's in a little bit of danger now. They're getting surrounded and bogged down and quite badly damaged. So we're going to pull them back into range of our crossbows for a little bit of support. Crossbows now focus firing on there to try and help. Willemsen coming in to try and back him up a little bit. However, we do have some halberds moving in. Willemsen is dangerously low on health. We're doing a lot of damage to the Chaos Forces over here. These War Hydras racking up the kills and allowing our crossbows to fire into these Chaos Warriors' unprotected rears, which is really nice. There's a Chaos Sorcerer Lord there. Sorcerer Lord of Metal. He's going to be dropping some magic on our heads if he can. Chaos Trolls, armoured Chaos Trolls. I mean, they're not that armoured, really. I don't think that warrants the 100 armour. Oh well. Crossbows continuing to support our Hydras. Willemsen has broken and run. She's down to 500 health, but she's going to rally. There she comes. She is coming back. War Hydra is continuing to fight on, dealing with these Chaos Knights. That's giving our infantry time to fight back. You know what, considering not doing too bad, there goes Murderous Prowess. That's going to beef up our melee attack. We've managed to flank on our right flank there. We managed to get around onto them. So we've got them surrounded. Those Dragon Ogres getting chewed up now by our spears. A little bit of magic coming in. Doesn't do too much damage. Really coming back in after having dropped a Helm of Discord debuff. She's going to try and take out the enemy Sorcerer Lord along with the War Hydras. They're doing pretty good. He's losing that fight. Getting chomped on by some snaky heads. A lot of Chaos Warrior corpses over here. Some trolls come charging out of the forest to try and hit our War Hydra. War Hydra's going to breathe some fire. It was supposed to be that the Chaos Warriors seem to mostly kill the Bleak Swords. Oh well, swings and roundabouts. At least, you know, I think trying is the main thing. Those trolls not doing very well in combat against our War Hydras. Getting chewed up, Hulanian there, backing them up. We do have some Chaos Warriors hiding in the forest over here. Not sure what the plan was there. They're kind of all bunched up. I don't know whether they were like, you know, waiting in ambush. I'm not sure what they were waiting for. Either way, they are now moving it and we've spotted them. And, you know, it's a perfect range for a little bit of breath attack. And, of course, to be targeted by our crossbows. With that, the Chaos Force breaks and runs. And this means we now have a target for our Dark Riders. Dark Riders, again, not very good in combat against Chaos Warriors, but pretty bloody good at chasing them down and making sure they don't come back. So our Dark Riders are going to come out of the forest any minute now and start chasing down these Chaos Warriors one by one, doing as much damage as possible to make sure that when we chase down the army after it's retreated, there's not much left to kill.
Such unholy resilience!
In general, I don't mind fighting the forces of chaos. It's just the sodding hell cannons I hate. Those things vex me very much. Never mind. Okay, we're going to slave that. What's left of that army is going to run away. Hopefully it's not too bad. Got another force arriving. Oh, don't tell me you're coming this way as well. What have I done? Can't you just keep fighting the High Elves? That would be really good if you could. Just keep killing High Elves. Okay, Tressa is down. She's been wounded. We've had technology stolen. Selveth is ready for duty. Got Masters of Murder. That's good. And Rakal is an engineer, which is nice. We've got an elf servant. That guy's dead, so's that guy. Okay. Okay, technology-wise, what do we want? Do I... Hero recruit rank might be nice. Upkeep. I'm not particularly worried about upkeep at the moment. What could we get? We could upgrade... Yeah, so maybe let's get the upgrade 3. That's quite a lot of cash, but I think we can afford it. So we're going to do that. Okay, how much of this army is left? Right, it's pretty beat up. We are generally okay. Maybe get... Does missile resistance include hell cannons? Maybe. So let's get that.
Noble of Nagaroth.
Right, let's just finish off these guys. Nice, let's take them as slaves. Good job, Hulalian.
Go on.
Top chaos killing.
Noble blood.
You pop into Slaver's Point to get a little bit of replenishment. If we march, can we get down? No, we can't. Alright, in that case...
I think not.
Lord of the Black Court.
Let's... You know what? I mean, Hulalian can reach... Maybe we do that. We need to march over and get over to support our new Dreadlord. Otherwise, he might buy the farm. Let's get Linebreaker because we won't be able to recruit any better units for you at the moment. So I think who's got the most melee defense? The Bleak Swords. Bleak Swords, you're getting Bleak Swords just in case you need them. More Chaos Forces are on their way. But it does mean they've left Ulthuan. Okay, so we can get the Black Citadel of Anlek. Anarion himself once sat upon the throne at Toranlek, making the city a focal point for Asur dominance. So that's going to increase income, public order, leadership when laying siege. Okay. Okay, well that's fine. That's nice to have. We probably want to grab the Shrine of Cain as well. Shrine of the Widowmaker. Ooh, that's nice. Income from post-battle loot plus 15%. Yeah. Totally want that. Raquel is pretty much ready to go, I think. Moransty, not so much. Let's... You know what? Let's just merge these two guys together. So Tilla, you're going to get in there. That's looking healthier, isn't it? That's see, you need a Death Hag in there to kiss the boo-boos, make it all better. So we have the boo-boo kissers here. So let's get them in those armies. Do we need the Falling Gates is probably okay. Yeah, it'll be okay. So let's move you southward. Let's get Larian down here to back you up. Kakalkin has got a skill point. You're Cain marked, aren't you? So Darken the Skies would probably be good. But let's give you a cold one as well.
Dreadlord, awaiting command.
I don't really like giving characters cold ones because it does feel like a good way to get them killed. Arcane Conduit, always good. Definitely grab that. Otherwise, fairly happy. Marathi. Right, we are ready to attack Vaul's Anvil. Teclis is here. We've got 3 bloody dragons, 2 great eagles. But we do have 4 Dark Elf siege towers. So, well, 3, because one's going to get blown up as soon as we start, in my opinion. Still, that should be enough to take the city. No time at the present. Okay, so Vaul's Anvil has fireballs. That's not great. Marathi's already been doing some pretty good aerial acrobatics in dodging the fireballs. Our siege tower's taking a lot of damage though. Most of them should reach the wall absolutely fine. Those fireballs continuing to be a bit of a pain. Going to start dropping some magic directly on top. There's support from the Black Ark. Didn't really do that much damage, did it? Oh well. Siege towers are going to hit all along the wall. We've got reinforcements from Felicion moving in. Another bit of shade being dropped on the defenders on the wall. Hopefully that will clear them up as quickly as possible. Let us take the wall and stop those bloody fireballs. In come the Black Guard. They're going to cut down those white lions fairly easily. Oh, ouch. However, apparently the fire... Yeah, that tower can actually fire on us. So we've got to deal with that as quickly as possible. This whole unit's taking a lot of damage. Looks like the battle for the wall is actually fairly easy. Marathi has managed to evaporate large numbers of the defenders which is giving us time to... Oh yeah, were those white light... They... Oh well. So, Blackguard hacking down. Defenders on the wall. The sooner we take control of the wall, the better. Glycion's army is arriving at the battlefield now, trying to get up onto the wall as quickly as possible. Some shades coming in. War Hydra's taking out the gates. Oh, ouch. It's going to sting. Marathi's hanging out, trying to take pot shots with her magic on the defenders. The War Hydra's managed to get through the gate without actually destroying the gate. Don't know how that happened. I think the gate opened and he just strolled in and then it closed behind him. Never mind. The important thing is that it looks like the Blackguard are winning the engagement though. We've managed to clear off this gate. Those fireballs aren't firing anymore. In fact, I don't think any of the towers are under enemy control anymore. Yep, the fireballs have stopped. Thank God for that. We've got lots of units in the centre here. The War Hydra has managed to finish off the vast majority of them, but they keep getting reinforced by more. The gates are now down over here. War Hydra's tearing in. We've got some Phoenix Guard joining in. Here comes Felicion to back the War Hydras up. We've got some shades up on the wall over here. Ideally we want them sort of over in this direction so they can shoot into the unprotected rear of the Phoenix Guard. We have a noble fighting a bunch of Black Ark Corsairs. There's a mage over there getting cut down by more Black Ark Corsairs. Are they Black Ark Corsairs or Dark Shards? Oh, Bleak Swords, sorry. In the centre here, our Blackguard have moved down from the wall to back up the War Hydra. But they do have some White Lions, some Silver Helms moving in. They aren't going to do particularly well against these Blackguard, who are obviously anti-large infantry. So those Silver Helms getting torn to pieces very quickly. Thank God for the anti-large infantry, because we've got 3 dragons and 2 war eagles over defending the town centre. The way is fairly clear now, so we're going to move up. Marathi has taken quite a bit of damage, but she's still flapping around doing a lot. She's done 264 kills, not too shabby. This side of the gate, we've managed to beat back the defenders. The gate's now ours. Looks like there's a life mage. Oh, that almost incinerated the shades. Oh, we've definitely pushed them back. We're slowly moving up towards the city centre now. War Hydra leading the way. Marathi continue to drop pits of shade wherever's required. Here comes the dragons. We've got a star and 2... Is that a moon and a sun dragon? 2 moon dragons, 1 star dragon. Star dragon comes down and hits the War Hydra. I'm not sure which is the higher rank one. I think the star dragon is the higher ranked one. Marathi's going to come in and try and back the War Hydra up, while the Blackguard deal with the rest. However, this Moon Dragon decides that Marathi needs to be set on fire and basically incinerates her. Oops. Marathi was a little bit on fire there. However, despite that, the dragons are losing that engagement. The Blackguard continuing to be a fantastic unit against large monsters and cavalry. You can see the dragons being cut down pretty quickly. We have our Dark Riders who come in to try and deal with the Silver Helms, getting backed up by some missile units outside the city. On the right hand side here, our units have realised Marathi's down and are trying to move in to deal with Teclis. Stephen Segals has found Teclis in the city here and he's shooting him in the face, doing some combat rolls there in front of him. That's a little bit scary for Teclis. Ooh, a little bit of rolls. Rolling in his face. Giving a good old look at that. Ooh, that's some That's some top shooting. It's not actually doing anything though, so not particularly impressive, Stephen. Dragon being chased out of the city. There we go. The Blackguard and the War Hydra have managed to push the dragons back. So if anything, Marathi was completely... didn't really need to be there. If Marathi hadn't been there, she wouldn't have died, and we would still have won. So, oh well. Blackguard moving up to take the city centre and deal with this Eagle Claw Bolt Thrower. They are going to get strafed as they move in, though.
Truth, justice.
There we go. The city is being taken. More units moving in. Some of the dragons have managed to rally and come back. Teclis has fled out of the city. We're targeting our artillery on that dragon. It's trying to eat Steven Seagal's. Kung Fu him. I'm not sure hitting it with a dagger is going to do the job, Stephen. Thankfully the artillery is helping you out. Teclis has managed to come back into battle. There is a unit of Silverhelms returning as well, but otherwise the city has been cleared out of High Elves. It's just Teclis and he is pretty much surrounded. Silverhelms charging into the rear of our Dark Riders with the crossbows. It's not really going to help them though. One last blast from the Black Ark, which almost misses entirely and does nothing. Classic Black Ark. Teclis has broken. Is he broken? No, he's still fighting. He is wavering.
Retribution!
Considering Teclis is a mage, he's not going down that quickly. Otherwise, I think Teclis is the last High Elf in the city. Yep, everyone else has run. Teclis still doggedly hanging on, but not for very long. Well, that was pretty stressful.
Observe glory.
Marathi, you were incinerated, so I wouldn't get too chatty. Okay, so we lost Marathi. She was burned to a crisp. Steven Seagal's managed to survive. We lost a unit of Dark Shards with shields, but otherwise, not too bad.
Take everything.
I think we're just going to occupy.
Yes. More power.
Okay, Marathi, you took a little bit of a hit. So let's go with what about Moksha? Murdresser. Go for Murdresser.
Dark and noble.
You're leading Marathi's army until Marathi returns from being brutally... Ooh. That's better. Confused the hell out of me for a second.
Becomes me.
Okay, so we've taken Vol's Anvil. Good. We can get the Hall of Dragons. Gaze upon the majestic beasts of old and realise your place within the world. Upkeep minus 25% or dragon units, which is pretty nice. So we probably, well, I say probably, definitely want that. But let's get the iron mining as well. Do I want the Messenger's Lodge house? No, not really. Otherwise, I'm fairly happy with all that.
Ruthless.
So we have managed to take Vol's Anvil. That was more of a fight than I thought it was going to be. But we have managed to take the city. So, that's good.
Yes.
Although we might need... Yes. So, we lost Marathi. So we need to replace her.
A novel prospect.
It really is. Let's get another Dark Shard. What else did we lose there? Did we lose 2 units? Or did Marath... Oh, we lost Tressa. Yes. So we lost Tressa. That's a shame. Never mind. We managed it. That was good. That was fine. Lovely.
Cruel Dreadlord.
And I think once we've got... Yeah, so let's move...
Dark Lord.
Can we move our units southward? We'll move them down. They should be ready to take Maku Peaks next turn. Otherwise, we've got this Chaos Army down here.
Of the Witch King.
If they attack the city, I'm sort of
Tempt me not.
confident in at least doing a lot of damage to them. So far we've managed to hold off all the Chaos Forces, so that's good. Let's get the slave markets there. But what about Malekith? What's Malekith up to?
My cruelty knows no limits.
That's so true. Right, we can finish off these guys. Can we? Oh, we can't.
Malicious.
Can we do raiding? That's gonna that will at least stop the attrition damage coming through. But it does look like the war herds are going to escape scot-free. They might come back and... Oh, actually, can we... Zoram, can you assault these guys? Nice work. That's done some damage, I assume, maybe?
Malicious and cruel.
Indeed he is. Let's go for piercing shots.
Cruelty.
Eleanor, I think I want you to go into Fort Strogov just to defend it, just on the off chance that some marauders do decide to attack. Because I want to keep this. I want to keep this settlement. Let's get some walls in there. Let's get some cash. Let's get that. It's going to be on my little outpost in the north here. Now, Archaon has wandered off down here somewhere. I'm not sure where he is. But the Empire does look like it's sort of rebuilding itself. It looks like they are taking the fight to the marauders. Bretonia, in particular, looks like they're doing stuff. Even Boris here has got an army together. Good job, Boris. Right, who do we have? Velision. Ah, yes. Let's... You're a Blood Scourge, aren't you? Yeah. Let's go with the Dark Pegasus then, because then we can go on to the dragon. Sounds good to me. Velision, you... Yeah, we're going to have to hold off. Just for what? Yeah, we do want to take Lothran.
Mixing spells.
Let's get Shakara over there. It doesn't look like it's, it's not defended.
A fool's errand.
We do have our agents around. Yes, there they are. We've got lots of assassins. Right, Nadraxis, can you kill this guy, please? Thank you. Good work. Tordranil is not going to rebel. Goransti's army is replenishing. We want to take the Shrine of Cain to take control of the entire area. Obviously, this is uninhabitable. So public order, construction, casualty replenishment, all that stuff is really bad in this area. I suppose it would be good for greenskins? Who can settle wasteland? I suppose the dwarves can, can't they? I don't know if they'd be able to build the special building in Tor Anlet. Feels a bit weird because you can get this Black Citadel. I'm not sure if all races can build this or just elves, but it does increase income from all buildings plus 25%. Fine, but obviously you get minus 50% for being uninhabitable. So it's actually only minus 25% in total, which actually makes it worse than a normal province. Oh well, that's a thing. White Peaks, let's get you that. Gates are all good, I think. Felician's not moved, we want her to recover for a little while. Selveth. Let's move you over here. Just to give you a little... Just give us a little bit of vision. So a lot of this area is ruined. There is a Chaos Lord over there. Okay, let's move... Oh, hello.
Unlikely.
Ah, so that's the remnants of Tyrion's army. Let's assault them. Ah, Nadraxis, you can have... Gutter Fighter. Ah, nice work. Deccan Kerr. Got your eye up. We've got our eye on you, Deccan. If you do well. Yeah, that army is not doing anything. To be honest, even the army led by Tyrion couldn't take one of the gates. So I'm fairly happy that the gate should be able to protect us. So we should be able to sweep north with Moransti and Rakal, and then south with Felicion, and once she's recovered from her 3rd degree burns, Morathi. Although, you know, Malekith got over it, so... kind of want the growth there, I think.
Not
The growth would be good. Let's go for the growth. Has been a bit of a slog taking Ulthuan, but I think we're getting there. Does seem like the higher forces are on the run. And Hexotl should not be difficult to finish off, and then we can start hitting the Lustrian Lothran provinces, which I think are mostly undefended. I think they've pulled most of their forces back to Ulthuan to try and defend it.
Host.
You want a trade agreement? You know what? Sure. The Grail Knights gather. It's nice. That's good, I guess. Are you trying to run away, Soshgu Blackheart? Tough. Oh, we got an Executioner's Axe. Neat. Interesting that that force up there hasn't moved. Oh no, Zoram! Zoram's down. Man down, medic. You'll be alright. Now we've got some provinces in the old world. I think they should pop up there, I think. Okay, so we've had some technology stolen. He's dead. That's besieged. Yes, it is. You've been wounded. Myriel is back. There she is. Yeah, we've got the upgrade 3. And the 3 Knights in Hell. Crone Hellbron has ordered Death Knight to be extended by 2 further knights this year. Well, that's a fantastic idea. The streets of Harganath are awash with blood and viscera as its inhabitants release their pent-up year-long furies in a breathtaking orgy of bloodletting. As a result, Witch Elf recruitment costs have fallen and their starting experience level has increased. Well, lovely. We've got an Organ Merchant as well. Is that related? Probably. Probably.
My dark heart is yours.
That's good to know. What can we do? It's not really. Right, you are not going to be able to go away. You just have a lot of doggies.
I have no equals.
And Hagreen's got a skill point, which we're going to put in wound. Do I burn Kislev to the ground? I mean, could do. Looks like Northern Oblast is fairly secure. I kind of feel that's fine. Let's get some spearmen just to back up that army. That should be fine. Yeah, you know what? Sure. We've killed marauders before, and we've killed them all again. Let's sack and take the cash and the slaves.
Victory is mine.
And can we march back to? Oh, let's just head back to Northern Oblast to just heal up a little bit. Not that we really need it, but it's fine. What's public order doing here? Doesn't actually have any public order. Is that normal? Do Chaos Marauders not have public order? I guess not. Sure, why not? Okay, that's fine. Otherwise, Morality, you really need to heal up a little bit more, don't you? And Raquel, you're just going to sit here and ambush for the moment, I think, just in case this Chaos Army comes your way. Selveth, what do? You can hinder replenishment. Give it a shot. Nope, that did not go well. Selveth managed to kill herself. Good work there. Right, can we just assault? Good job.
Ridiculous.
So just help them rank up a little bit. Can we assassinate this? Who is it? High Mage? Success. Good work. Let's bring you over here to support Raquel, just in case this Chaos Army does come your way. Hulalian, we are going to need you to head southwards to deal with that. With that Chaos Army, and Deccan Kerr, if you can actually assist her, that would be really useful. Let's get Sheaf Master, because you do have just a bunch of crossbows.
We have a deal.
You know what? Get some harpies as well, because dealing with that hell cannon would make my life a lot easier. Let's get the Dark City there. Let's get more cash there.
Dreadlord of Nagaroth.
Right.
Tyrant of Nagaroth.
Do I get rid of the Dark Riders?
Noble of Nagaroth.
Yeah, I mean, they're not really that useful. So, yeah, we'll get rid of the Dark Riders. Larin, you're in.
I have just the poultice.
And then a spell bar.
Awaiting command.
I could get rid of the chariot. It's expensive, and I can't really. Yeah, we're get rid of the chariot. A spell bra. You're in. Can we give you anything useful? Let's give you a dragon helm. Let's give you a berserker sword. Pigeon plucker pendant. Potion of speed. Let's give you some bits and pieces. Just sort of. Yeah. Sure. No, not that.
Cruel Dreadlord.
And then Larian. Gambler's armor. Berserker sword. Yeah, sure. Potion of toughness. All this kind of good stuff. Lovely.
Insignificant and irrelevant beasts.
Whoa! Where'd that come from?
Lord of Fear.
Jeez.
Druki servant.
Okay. Who do we want to lead the siege? I guess Neth is probably the best option. Get her in there. Let's get a couple of siege. Oh, don't we really need the siege towers, really?
Advancing.
Get Kakalkin in there as well. I mean, a couple of siege towers would probably be a good option. On the other hand, we could just shoot through the wall. There's nothing there that's particularly worrying. Oh, we should be alright. We can probably take Maku Peaks right now. I'd like to say this battle is going to be one of finesse, strategy and intellectual thinking, but I'm just going to brute force the gates. Basically because it's Christmas Eve at the time of recording, and I have had a lot to drink, so I can't really... my brain just doesn't... I say a lot. I've had a glass of sloe gin, which is enough to basically make me a little bit... I'm a cheap date. What can I say? So we've taken out the towers with our artillery. So there we go. There's three towers down. So that means they can't open fire on us. Not that they would have done much damage anyway, but still, it's the principle of the thing. And now our crossbow bolts just doing as much damage as possible, although not doing an actual awful lot of damage. I mean, this skin cohort is being cut down. Killed a lot of the temple guard. It's not all bad. When I say I'm going to brute force the gate, I'm going to brute force it because I've got a lot of blackguard and Harganeth executioners. So it's not really going to be too much of an issue. Already the enemy numbers looking decidedly... Yeah, we've taken a fair... We killed about 100 of them. So a tenth of their number already dead. The problem with lizard men is they've got such short range that even crossbows outrange them, so not great. These temple guard gonna go down. Yeah, they're taking a lot of damage. They do have a couple of wizards. They've got 2 skink priests of beasts. Luckily we've got some sorceresses of our own. Just doing as much damage as possible so that when we do come through the gate, we should be able to smash through anything they throw at us. They do have some Croxagore down here. Got several units. 4 units of Croxagore. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 units of Croxagore. They've got an Ancient Stegodon, some Feral Cold ones, got some Skink Skirmishers over there. They've also got a Feral Carnosaur and a Saurus Old Blood on an old one, or a cold one even. Trying to kill off that skink priest because mages cause pain, especially when you're all bunched up, which we're going to be down there. I'm expecting some damage to be. It should be fine. I mean, I don't really think this is going to be too much of an issue. Let's drop some more magic on top of them. Done a little bit of damage to those skink. Well, actually, it's not, skink chiefs actually haven't taken that much damage, which is a little bit surprising. But there certainly are a large pile of corpses up there, and yeah, we've taken a fair old chunk out of their number. In come our infantry, our very elite infantry. They've dropped a flock of doom on top of us. That's doing a little bit of damage, but not too much. And the black dragon has flown in and is going to breathe all over some of the defenders. Yeah, that's done a huge number. That's done a large chunk of that temple guard. There's a few units of temple guard there, and it hit both of them. They're flying back out, so we can't get shot at. And then we come straight through the gate with our black guard, trying to hit that Carnosaur. Carnosaur is taking a lot of damage. Although he's had a buff cast on him, more weapon damage, and armour. Oh, that was fleeting. It's now gone. We should see his health start dropping rapidly. And obviously, because he's feral, he should break quicker than a normal unit, or at least go out of control. There he goes. I think he has broken. Yeah, there we go. He has broken. In comes some Kroxigor, though. No rest for the wicked. Kroxigor going to start smashing our Blackguard to the ground. But the Blackguard, as I said, fantastic anti-large infantry unit. We do have more Kroxigor coming in. It's basically a mess now. Carnosaur comes back to join the party. Wades very deeply into our lines, but that means he's just going to get hit from every angle. Although he is going to do a fair chunk of damage at the same time. Using Tail Whip, it's not very effective. Carnosaur breaks and runs off again. Continuing to force our way through the gate. As I say, absolutely zero finesse. Dragon's back in. Dragon's going to do another breath attack on these units on the wall, and that carves through that Temple Guard. Holy crap. That did a lot of damage. Black Dragon's racked up 55 kills, most of which will be Temple Guard. Carnosaur comes back for a third time. Third time is the charm. You can see they're just throwing everything they've got to try and keep us out of the city, which I think maybe my Black Dragon needs to come in, but the Black Dragon tries to land and then decides to hover just above the gate instead. So we have to pull it back round. There we go, that's better. Let's try that again, shall we, Black Dragon? It's getting shot at, but it's not doing too much damage. There we go, that's better. In we go. Nice little charge into their rear. That sends a number of these men flying, and should also provide a nice little morale shock for them. And between the Black Dragon hitting their rear and the Blackguard and Executioners at their front, see those Kroxigors slowly starting to go down now. As we advance, there's a Death Hag in the mix over there. Our lords are around here somewhere.
How insidious.
You can see we've managed to start pushing through some of our units. And then comes the Stegiodon. It's a last ditch attempt to keep us out of the city. He's gonna just smash through our line. They really are. These Stegiodons and Bastillodons are just line breakers. They will just smash through and keep going. They're like chariots in dinosaur form. However, the Stegiodon does break, it's off, and with that, we're into the city proper. Last few units breaking and running. A few are trying to come back and stop us. There is a Sora Scar veteran here. He's come in. But there's Kakalkin, and Neth is in there as well. And all of our heroes going to hit that Scar veteran, knock him down. And there's Neth, the Kalkin, and our Death Hag, the Speller. And is it Larian? Yeah, Larian. And that Scar Veteran's going to go down very quickly. Got some Temple Guard charging in to our rear. They've come off the wall. But they're going to hit straight into our Harganeth Executioners. That's not going to end very well for them. And they go there broken. That Stegidon has gone down. With that, there's just a few units left in the city centre. The city, for all intents and purposes, is ours. Considering how bluntly I threw myself at the fortifications, I'm amazed that I came off with such light casualties, to be honest. Only 91. So, that's not too bad. Okay, well let's...
Mine.
I'm just going to occupy, because I don't want to have to deal... Well, no, I mean...
Claim your prize, Druki.
No, loot and occupy.
Yes, more power, more!
It's not a big deal, to be honest. If we get a little bit of public order problems, and I mostly wanted the replenishment. I know that the cash probably isn't really what I'm not going to get a huge amount of income from it, but I didn't really need it, to be honest. So I'm okay with that. Okay, so Port Reaver over here needs to be captured. If we can capture down to Palks, then we do have the Sentinels of Zeti. They're not our enemies at the moment, but I think they will be soon because we'll, kill them.
Awaiting command.
Neth has got a skill point. She's got her power name. Okay, so what do I think? She's got... I mean, she got given the Imperial credit card to buy effectively the best army in the entire Empire, didn't she? So maybe she's got an aristocratic? Come from money, maybe? That's why... I think maybe that's what we're going to do. Get aristocratic name of power. And Slaughterlord. What she got? The new vassals. With the untimely and not at all suspicious death of a rival lord, a large swath of land and its sadly disloyal inhabitants have fallen under your control. You should either draft them into your army and break them to your will, or disperse them throughout your lands, isolating them and diluting their potential for rebellion. So we can get the name of power Barblash, which will give us public order +8 in a local province, and income from settlements +5. Disperse them, separated and diluted, they can no longer be a threat. Should any attempt to rise up, brutally execute them publicly. They will soon learn that their masters suffer no defiance. Or the Dark Marshal. Upkeep -30% for Dread Spears, Dark Shards and Bleak Swords, and +2 experience for those units. More fodder for battle. Press them into service with your army. If you're lucky, they may be first to scale a wall or stand beneath burning pitch during the next siege. Wow. Well, Neth doesn't have any dark... Well, she does have dark shards, doesn't she? But I think maybe she's more sort of barbed lash. Public order, income from settlements. She brooks no interference. Yeah, let's do that. So we're gonna get barbed lash. Neth barbed lash.
Merciless one.
There we go. That will help with the public order as we advance. So actually, quite useful. Right, who else we got? Mac Tig. Who the hell are you? Oh, you're like one of the... You're right, okay, let's get specialist. Yeah, you're one of these people. They've got a few skill points drifting around. Let's go for specialist there. Specialist there. It's just generally pretty good. Felician's not moving. Mactig, you can just sort of stay there for the moment. Myril, you know what? Just head down this way. Because I know Sutha Eek is around here somewhere. It looks like my little sort of like trail of destruction through Norsca has pulled a lot of the Norscan armies back, which has given time for the Old World factions to push them back. So it looks like it's pretty much just sort of like the very northeastern empire and Kislev that are still under Norscan control. The rest of it appears to be sort of a mismatch of old world empires controlling it, which is interesting to see. Okay, so we've got some text. We go no signs of weakness, under the yoke, or life of dread. Oh, slave decline rate minus 15%. That sounds quite nice. A life of dread. Everyone, be they high or low birth, have good cause to be fearful for who is watching and what they might tell the authorities. On the other hand, do I want to go for... This is weapon strength for Harganeth executioners. Let's go for no signs of weakness. Used to slaying their own kin at the first sign of fragility or compassion, Nagarothi armies constantly prune their own ranks. That seems like a good way to end up with no army, but sure, let's go for that. So that's going to be leadership for Shades, Witch Shells, Harganeth executioners, and Blackguard of Nagaron units. Not that I find that executioners and Blackguard ever have any issues with breaking. Not any Dark Elf units, to be honest. Very rarely break. Hinder of punishment. Failure, that's fine. And Shakara, can you just damage the walls at Lothran? Nice work. Don't really need it at the moment, but it's always nice to give it a shot, just in case they get a bonus from it. And that should let us go on to the next turn. But we've about run out of time, so thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.